Good morning as well. We're still, I'm only an hour into the day. This is a fourth, oh no, third. I switched. We have a few things up and coming, but because, well, the title, the handful of people who appreciate this, along with myself, is just for us, just to double down on yesterday and today. That we won't be leaving things that we care about behind because other people want us to. I highly recommend, you're looking for the, secular content that'll be next. This might address something greater than myself. So be it.
Can I say thanks for all the things that you've done for me? Things so undeserved, yet you gave to prove your love to me. And the voices of a million angels could not express my gratitude. All that I am and ever hope to be, I owe it all to thee. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. To God be the glory for the things He has done. With His blood, He has saved me, and with His power, God has raised me. To God be the glory for the things He has done. Just let me live my life and let it be pleasing unto Thee.
I very much enjoy this. I don't even want to stop here. This is one of those that, what can I say? If the lyrics resonate with you, the less I say, the better. If they don't, why come along for the journey in the first place on this one, right? But if you did, and you're here, and you're like, Rollen, why am I sitting through this with you? Well, because I think we're very close to reconciling the secular and non-secular side of our moral base. Come on, poops. Stop. Stop licking. He never stops. It's very frustrating. What I mean, for sure, just my own opinion. I'm sure I don't know nothing, or I've are partaking in some sort of parallel thinking. So I'm not alone, but I'm not plagiarizing. I think the people who would resonate with this and the humanistic, maybe agnostic or atheist who believes in a higher state of consciousness, frequency, but light, morally sound. I think, just for my own personal thing, that the Great Awakening, which I would debate is happening all over the place, will reconcile the spiritual and non-spiritual to an alliance based on morally sound principles. Now, I'm wishful thinking here maybe, because like I said, I don't know if it's true. I just believe, from my own evidence, that our ability to connect is finally here, and that the ties that bind us, the invisible quantum reverberations that link us all together, are finally bringing the blinded and the misled to a place of clarity where they can see the cage that's been put around them. And I'm sporting some Tom this morning, which is really the opposite end of the spectrum from here, but he's got a line. And talking about how we box ourselves up, and we don't know we're doing it because we don't realize we're doing it, but we just were given the boxes to put ourselves in. We're given the keys to our own cage. We just never unlock them because we can't see the cage. Firm believer that through the messaging and things like this and yesterday morning start, or the other side of the spectrum, and you're just like I said, this is why I'm no longer willing to shut down ideas or thought or the opposite ends of the spectrum, because I look hard and I think the end game is the same. As far as I can tell, the majority of us, we know right and wrong. It's not legislated, right? It's not actually decreed by government edict. It seems like we're in that right now, where they think they can change morality by government edict. Seems to me the evidence is people have been turning to either a higher state of vibrational thought, to their spiritual core, or to their knowledge base, and drawing from quantifiable, observable truth. Well, if your entire system was based on brainwashing and misleading everyone, it would make sense, the farther along in information technology we get, the sooner they'd lose control of it all. And that's what it is. The ability to take right here in a spot that algorithmically or fan base wise, you're not expecting this talk to take place here in the middle of this song. But I mean, am I doing you wrong? I don't think so. I think the light that shines through many, many people out there is all starting to shine on the other people. And the people that haven't embraced it enough, but they're getting hit by it. And it's on them. They can't deny it, because it always leads to this pretty decent place. I guess the end of my point is this. We don't end up in a horror show by channeling and praising strong, positive values and positions. So it's not, I don't think our inevitable awakening is going to be, I think it just happens by itself. I think it can't stop it by this point, because right and wrong, don't know, maybe. But I'm certainly glad this just happened and I feel this way. Because I'm inspired to better things, and reaching out to everyone has to be part of it. Can't be alienating. Can't be something that drives us away. Otherwise, that wouldn't have any value either, unfortunately, if it just put up walls. And I don't think this puts up walls. To the few who project too much on the ideas, maybe they should project more on the internal feelings, not the poetic musings and dramatizations of personal belief through the centuries, right? I don't know. Sorry I'm rambling. I'm just really grateful to have a deeper thought in me than what a pretty voice.
Has done just to let me live my life.
She really reminds me of an actress. So I really liked Dana Delaney. She was at China Beach. I watched that show when I was unfortunately incarcerated, and had time on my hands to watch lots of programming. If you've been paying attention from home, it turns out from 91 to 95, I know those movies really well. Everything that was on TV at that time, I'm pretty much familiar with, because it's all I had time to do was watch TV. Yeah, she makes me think of Dana Delaney in a very wonderful way, and that's why we're going to focus with the better things on life, because I have one stumbling block with this artist, and I'll be darned if this is not the wrong place to bring it up. But once again, she's a very lovely human being, in my own personal opinion.
Has done just to let me live my life, and let it be pleasing unto thee. And should I gain any praise, let it go to
I heard that, and if I have to be honest, as a reactor who I got dragged over the coals by floor, and so I better notice. I mean, that right there is pretty. Wherever you want to give your praise to, that is praiseworthy. There's an obvious, incredible range here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What? No, that one, no. We can't have that. Okay. And obviously I said enough in the middle, so we're just going to leave it at that. That was wonderful. For all the reasons it brought out of me and for every note that she presented. Fair enough, I hope. Sissel, skipping the last one, my tribute. To God be the glory. This is just to double up on yesterday. I don't want to drive people away, but if that's the case, because Pam and Kobe and some of the people who enjoy this, they mean as much as the masses that, right? I don't know the best way to put this because it wouldn't be fair. I'm not trying to alienate anybody, but I don't believe in mob rule. 1,000 requests are not more powerful than one if the 1,000 requests are always looking for the same place to hide. Escape to, have fun with. I mean, I don't mean to be, I just tend to go with the realist of my interpretations. And I don't want to hide from any ideas or things that fill me with a spectrum of feelings and emotions, because that's the point. The next one can be about escaping. This one was about feeling for me. Take care, and we'll be back soon.